There are a few things that are guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and the never-ending fight between casual and hardcore players online. The continued fight between sweats and casual gamers online is as time-honored and weathered as Jerusalem itself. A never-ending battle that goes back as long as culture has existed. Yes, even scientists have found that those old cave paintings of the cavemen killing the deer, right next to those paintings were actually a weaker, smaller, frailer caveman fighting a smaller deer, but being angry at the big, strong caveman for killing deer more efficiently than he does. It's just the way of life. And if you online game at all, I'm sure you had experience with this and probably have an opinion on it as well. So when Battlefield 6 came out, it reignited all those arguments, and once again we were caught in the middle of a culture war between the tryhards and the casual unks. Especially during the Battlefield beta. If you were to go to the Battlefield Reddit during the beta, you would see every single post littered with, "I'm better than everybody else because I don't play Call of Duty, but I play Battlefield," which is just proof that pick-me energy transcends time, space, and sex. "I'm not like other gamers because I don't play Call of Duty, I play Battlefield." Bitches. So today I want to talk about a clip that went viral by a streamer named Kaylee Renee that kind of talks about this whole situation from her perspective, a streamer of the game who's very good at it. Now, I've actually been following Kaylee Renee for about 5 years, not because of her gaming takes, but because she posted this picture to Twitter a while ago. I have no shame.
The majority and the big majority of Battlefield players are extremely casual. I thought Marvel Rivals was a casual game. I thought Call of Duty was a very casual game. Holy fuck. The Battlefield community is at the floor casual, which is okay, which is totally fine. But the thing is with casual players is they hate people that are better than them. And that's where I think a lot of this gatekeeping comes from, is that the Battlefield community isn't fucking good. And that's okay, because these people enjoy other things of like, I love going around and rezzing people. I love going in a tank and just blowing up buildings. I love flying an aircraft and 1v1ing someone else in an aircraft. But those people hate people that are good, and they hate that people are coming over to the game and they're better. And it just, right now, the majority, especially on social media, are so gatekeepy and so fucking annoying. The Battlefield community is probably one of the worst, one of the worst communities I've probably dealt with. Y'all should see my Instagram. Y'all should see my Facebook comments. You guys should even see my thread comments. Why are you sitting up on a mountain and sniping? I got a 7-piece snipe. In the entire comments are like, these people are literally ruining our game. Because I sniped 7 people in a span of 10 seconds?
Okay, so a lot was said in that clip, and I chopped it up to the important parts. And what I'm going to talk about today, I'm going to extrapolate a lot of what she's saying and talk about that, because I'm talking more about the argument at large rather than specifically what she said. So if I say something, don't be like, "Oh, well, that's not exactly what she said." Yeah, I get it. Like, I'm not attacking her. I'm not talking to her. I'm talking to the subject in general, because I actually have an opinion on this, because I'm the Unk Dad. I am a father of 3, and I am dog shit at Battlefield. I have a whopping 0.8 KDA. Actually, in the time it took for me to edit and upload this, I have gotten my KDA up to 0.93, so checkmate, liberals. So it's me. Hi, I'm the Unk. So are tryhards ruining Battlefield? Are they a menace to society that should be stopped? Well, to that, I want to talk about a little theory that I call the net positive fun theory. This is actually a very common thing when it comes to game development. I don't know the official term, but I do listen to a lot of game development things and GDCs and stuff like that. And whenever it comes to competitive gaming, balance always takes into a net positive fun ratio, but I don't know what their term is for it. But basically, it's the idea that whenever someone's not having fun, there needs to be more fun produced from that lack of fun. Because PvP games will always have fun being at a cost of someone else not having fun. You pretty much can't have fun in a PvP game without someone else losing. But for my net positive theory, I want to explain it in League of Legends terms, because that's one of the only games that I play and the only way that I can relate to the world. So in League of Legends, let's say there's a champion that a lot of people main, and this is the only champion that those people play. And when they play, they have twice as much fun playing the game, and they only really want to play the game as these champions. However, people hate fighting against them, and let's say that when somebody lanes against them, they completely have an unfun time. Think champions like Teemo or Darius. Those who don't know League of Legends, the laning phase is only about a third of the game length. So even though people laning against these champions are having a terribly unfun time, they're only having unfun for about a third of the match, whereas the person playing the character is having fun the entire match. That is a net positive outcome of fun. And that's why toxic things are allowed to exist in games. If you're an old school shooter, you'll remember the NoobTube. I didn't play Call of Duty back then, but I do remember the arguments about NoobTube. This is the origin story of sweats versus casuals. The NoobTube gave casuals a way to fight back against the sweats in a completely uninteractable way, and so people were angry about it because how come a shitty player can outplay a good player with just one button? And the reason that these things are allowed to exist in games is because it's a net positive outcome for fun. Games don't always get this right. It's an ongoing battle in every balance of games, but Battlefield is no exception to the rule. There will always be people having fun at the expense of people not having fun. And when it comes to these streamers and these really good players at the game, I gotta side with the unks on this one, okay? There is a hell of a lot of unfun being spread by these people. Because this is anecdotal, but I have watched their streams, and back when Riley CS had those clips go viral, I looked at a lot of her streams to see how she plays the game because I was considering making a video on that. And what I've realized a lot about these good players is they don't care about winning and they don't care about having fun. All they really care about is clip farming. I swear Riley CS sported a 1.0 KDA because she would constantly feed an int and run into these situations where she would immediately die because her goal was to run into a 1v5 and get the pentakill immediately running in there, and then that way she could clip it and go viral. And this is where I do completely agree with the unks, where when you are just playing the game just to get kills and just to have these moments where you're sniping people, or in Kaylee's case,
because I sniped 7 people in a span of 10 seconds?
like, yeah, I think that's excessive. When you're sniping that many people in 10 seconds, like, you've made 7 people unhappy in 10 seconds. You are AoE farming unhappiness. Now, on the other end, it is unfair for me to say that she shouldn't be better than me, because there's no world in which she's worse than me. It's just not going to happen. She could be high as a kite, blackout drunk, and she would still play the game better than me. It's unfair for me to say that she shouldn't play the game to the best of her abilities. That's just stroking my own ego because somebody's better than me. And I think the unk community goes too far, where they essentially tell good players not to play or to kill themselves because they're good or better than us. Where, let's be honest, if everybody who was better than me killed themselves, that's like 80% of the Battlefield audience automatically dead overnight. But I do think there is a compromise that can be had with these people who are really good, where they kind of ankle weight themselves in a way or don't try as hard in an attempt to kind of have more fun and balance things. I mean, there are a lot of things you can do in Battlefield. If you're a sniper main, you can pick up a different weapon, or you can try being on tanks, or like an engineer, or reviving people, or being in jets and helicopters. The biggest issue that I, and hopefully the rational part of the young community, have is when these people are just here to make other people unhappy, because at the end of the day, they really just want to smurf on people. It's like going to an elementary school and picking a fight with kids and just punching them in the face. Like, it's not impressive. These clips, a lot of them aren't impressive, that somebody who is really good at the game goes against these really shitty people. I mean, we are worse than bots when it comes to reacting. When somebody shoots me from behind, okay, don't feel proud of yourself, okay? Like, I mean, even if you kill me in a 1v1, don't be proud of yourself, okay? I was probably shooting the wall for 80% of that fight. But honestly, the most fun people that I've seen, and this is anecdotal, but the most fun that I've seen for people are people who are dog shit at the game. I've seen people get into helicopters and immediately crash it and laugh their ass off. I've seen people flank points with like an all assault group and just try and take points really quickly, and they have fun. And there's so many ways to have fun outside of just getting kills in the game that I feel like there should be a compromise for people that are that good at the game. To just come in guns blazing every match and just try and get these clips is really annoying and really cringe, if I'm being honest. I mean, like, if just kicking our ass makes you feel that good, like, go for it. Like, whatever. If Kaylee feels better by, like, just fucking destroying me, just absolutely, like, stomping on me, like, just putting on a strap on and just fuck me, like, okay, like, go ahead, do it, step on me, do it. Like anything on the internet, people take it too far. I'm sure the Unk crowd is incredibly toxic, especially towards a girl being better than them at something. So I have no doubt in my mind that Kaylee is right when it comes to the toxicity of the community. And I don't want to sound like I'm agreeing with those people to be toxic towards good players. I think it's also cringe to be incredibly toxic towards people better than you. I mean, at the end of the day, they're better. Like, that's just how it's going to be. And I can't ask them to be worse, but maybe we can come to an agreement where, like, okay, maybe just try like a little less hard. But I think harassment and any of that shit, super dumb. The most that I will do is I will all chat like get a job, which, you know, it's pretty, I thought was peak humor, but that was one time. Okay, I succumbed to it one time. Okay, a guy kept sniping me over and over and over. Okay, I was tired of it. Okay, I had a long day at my non-existent job. Kids are screaming behind me like, "Daddy, feed me!" And this motherfucker in his parents' basement. Okay, I'm sorry, my inner Unk is coming out. It happens, okay? It just takes over. There's nothing I can do about it. At the end of the day, I think the Unks need to chill out, and I think the really good players need to chill out as well and kind of have some fun and do something a little bit more relaxed or something that's not gonna AoE ruin the game for people. But the main thing to remember is, Kaylee, please step on me. Like and subscribe, bitches.